Why does the game have to be so late, man? Do you know what? All I'm going to say is I'm going to have Tesco bags for eyes. 1 a.m. kickoff. Now, there was some reports saying that it could be moved to 7 p.m. on Sunday because of the weather. But I've been keeping up to date with the Sky Sports app. And unfortunately, they're saying they're going to carry on with the 1 a.m. kickoff. Now, I love the World Cup, but I told you this was one of my concerns. The times. I've got work in the morning. And this match is probably going to finish about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'm going to be finished, and my job is very demanding, as you guys know, or some of you know. So yeah, man, I'm not looking forward to it. But anyway, listen, I'm not here to moan. I'm here to talk about England versus Mexico. England advanced to the next stage, round of 16, and we go up against Mexico. We're going up against a team that has not conceded a single goal. We're going up against a team that has a stadium that used to host a World Cup many moons ago. We're going up against a team that wears green. We're going up against a striker that plays in the Prem. We're going up against a team that has a lot of flair. And we're going up against a team that is also a host nation. Now, England, they've been hampered by injuries. Konsa has had a little knock. Declan Rice, absolutely shattered. Right back, scarce. But England are still winning. I don't know how they're doing it. They're pulling an Arsenal. And that is why I feel like this game is going to be the biggest test so far. You're going up against a giant in this World Cup specifically. Remember what I said earlier. A team that has conceded 0 goals. A team that is on the high, a host nation. So technically, you have a weight advantage. The altitude is higher, which means it'll be difficult for oxygen. So there'll be a lot of things against this England team this match. Let's talk about some of the things that I kind of discussed in my last video, but I do need to highlight. And that is the grey areas, which is the defense. The defense is, for me, very open. And with Mexico, they do have some great players on there. And players that we've probably even heard of. They have good counter-attacking football. They know how to cross the ball in. And they have a great aerial threat with Jimenez up front. All these contributing factors can play a huge role in England possibly crashing out of the World Cup. If England do come away with a victory, it will be amazing to reach the quarterfinals. It will be amazing. And I think it will give a lot of England fans belief. But England's style of play, the way they're really open, the way things aren't really stringing together, you don't want it to be the reason why we crash out the World Cup at the same time. Performances are a big thing. And I don't think this England team has had this many things going against them in a World Cup. It could be mentally draining. It could be physically draining. There's a lot of things that the team needs to go through if they want to win. And that is what I'm saying. Things have to go our way. And I'll be honest. If we get lucky and win, I'll take it. I won't even call it a bad performance because there's so many things stacked up against us as an England team. Even the players playing at 1 a.m. For us, we're probably thinking it's normal. They're probably used to it. But I'm telling you, I can barely stay up for the game. I can't imagine playing a full 90 minutes. With high altitude, the other team has home advantage, the heat, all these little things that we probably don't think about. I'll tell you a time, I played in Turkey 2 years ago. Yeah, they're like, let's play. 3 a.m. I played football in Turkey. Bruh, I look like something like Walking Dead. I don't know what I was doing. All I know is at the end I took a picture with the locals. That's the only memory I have. It was so bad. Like in terms of how tired I was, how I'm trying to gather myself. And I'm someone that's quite fit. I'm someone that plays football regularly. I go to the gym, I try to keep healthy, eat healthy. But I struggled, man. So I'm just trying to think. This England team has a lot of things stacked up against them. And every team that's entered that stadium has walked away with an L. It's not been great. That Mexico team, they're on a high. They're hosting it. England are basically the underdogs in this situation. From what I believe anyway. And like I said, these teams are looking at England and saying, we are not going to fare them. We can go at them because we can see these areas where they are lacking. Declan Rice, absolutely knackered. Saka, he needs surgery. England players are getting injured. Players that are not playing in the right positions are starting to struggle now. So the question is this where England's campaign ends? We hope not. As an England fan, we really need this win. I feel like if we can beat Mexico, I think we can take it all the way. Because Mexico, they're one of the top teams this year in the World Cup. And like I said, there's so many things going for them and so many things going against us. But yeah, let's talk about the team sheet. Team sheet, I think's quite important. I'm going to look at performances. And there's some players that I feel like from the last game actually proved themselves that, okay, they've had a bad game the previous one, but the Congo game kind of showed me a little bit of light. And I'm going to start from up top and work my way to the bottom now. So obviously, Harry Kane, the witch doctor from Ghana, said he lifted his curse. And I think he's right, because as soon as he lifted the curse, boom, Kane comes out with 2 goals. The England team, the only issue I have with them is they take long to get started. Now, could that be the reason why England lose? It could be the reason. It could be. I'll be honest, because you have a team that is going to go obviously try to win because they're hosting, great footballing nation, and that could bite us in the back if we take too long to get started. So obviously we need to make sure we score early. When you score early, you control the game. But yeah, so Harry Kane up front. On the right, I'm going to say Madueke. Very, very bright last game. Running at players, crossing the ball in. He might not have got a goal, might not have got assist, but he played really well, in my opinion anyway. Gordon, I think he needs to start. He got an assist last game, looks quite bright. Rashford as well. I know he didn't have his best game in the last one, but I feel like put Gordon on. The midfield, now this is where it's interesting. Bellingham takes long to get started. I realised that in this World Cup. And there's a lot of players in that team that like to do the blame game. He moans too much, but we're going to chuck him in anyway. Because I feel like, again, he's quite impactful when he gets started. So I'm hoping he gets started sooner rather than later. Midfield, we need to throw Rice on the bench. He needs rest. All those contributing factors that can affect a player physically, he can't handle anymore. He's already knackered. He already feels like he's injured. He says it every game, I'm hurting, but I'm giving my 100% for the team. A player should not be feeling like that. His career will end early. And he's the glue for England. He's the glue for Arsenal. So we need to make sure he's on the bench. Midfield, Elliot Anderson had a bit of a good game last game. Kobe Mainu, both of those players need to be starting. Left back, again, O'Reilly, I wouldn't say the best game last game, but if he doesn't start, Jed Spence has to start on that side. Centre backs, we're going to chuck in John Stones with Mark Gahey. Don't mind. And right back. See, right back's a tricky one, man, because Declan Rice has even been playing right back as well. But I'm going to say Riley on the left back, and just give Jed Spence the right back position. If Konsa's injured, Jed Spence, just try it again, just see what happens. If changes need to be made, we might need to go to a back 3, if that's what we have to do. I think this England team, they really need to pull it together now. They really need to grind. If it's a 1-0, we'll take it. Because there's a lot of things stacked up against us this match. In goal, we're going to have Pickford. I felt like the first goal for Congo, he definitely should have saved it. It was near post. But again, it was just great play by Congo. Not taking nothing away from them. But yeah, this Mexico team, I'm going to tell you right now, they're coming out and they're hunting. You seen Prey? Yeah, check it out on Disney. Banging film. They're coming out. Yeah, they're going to hunt us down. So we need to be prepared. But yeah, my scoreline, I'm going to say, with everything going on, like I mentioned earlier, it's going to be a 1-0 to England. Who's going to score? I'm going to say Kane again. Could be a controversial penalty. I don't care how we win. We just need to win. I'm not even going to mention performance because of all the contributing factors against us. So yeah, that is my match prediction for this match. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I don't think I'll be doing a watch along for that because it's too late. I'm going to try to stay up for the whole match. The chance of me falling asleep, very, very likely in this situation, considering the time. But yes, till next time.